Hey there. I am going to be joined in just a minute by my co host to this makeup class. Ashley is my good friend, and I've not. Okay, add. I've added Ashley, I think, I hope. Ooh, there's two of us. Although I have to adjust
It
my
worked.
face. What?
I know.
Got it.
This is a lot brighter than me. Hold on.
Yeah, I
Find
put
some
my
light.
light on. So we were the only ones in this live broadcast right now, but that's okay because people will be on and off, I'm sure, and they'll be watching it later. So hashtag replay. Today in our beauty class, we're going to be talking about the different kinds of foundations that we offer, what skin types they're for, what they do, how to apply them, and we're going to demo a couple of those for you all so you can see the difference so that when you are desiring to purchase some foundation, you can make an informed decision. So let's talk about foundation. I have two, Ashley has a couple. So between the two of us, we have the full collection. To be fair, Ashley has the full collection. I have two. So thanks, friend.
You're welcome.
So I own the Unique Touch stick, and honestly, the feel of it is a lot like when you put on concealer, and truly, it's a lot like when you put on concealer. Just the feel of it. It's got this dewy, velvety finish, and it's for normal to dry skin. It's got full coverage. It's absolutely full coverage. It's probably the fullest coverage we have, except for the spray, which I really like. We'll get to that in a second. So the stick is one option, and a lot of people, a lot of ladies that I talk to actually own the stick and they use it as a concealer, like if they're going to do contouring, highlighting. So don't discount it, even though it may not be your first choice. The other type of foundation we have is the spray on, and comes in a little can like this. So the spray on foundation is good for all skin types. You can have light to full coverage. I do tend to build mine up just a little bit, and you get kind of a matte airbrushed finish. So a lot of the photos that I post where I'm like, look, I was out in 100-degree heat for 4 hours and my makeup's still there. That would be the spray on. And then Ashley, you've got the BB cream and the mineral touch, right?
Yes. So your BB cream is going to be the light, your light foundation. I'm between colors, so I have two. There's a lot less in color options because they can go for many, many different complexions. It's more for like you're going to the beach for the day, you're going to be outside doing yard work, very light coverage. You can, if you mix it with concealer, it has a lot more coverage. And that's kind of the way that I like to do it to add that coverage with your BB cream. It is for kind of all skin types, but normal to dry, not so much oily. If you have oily skin, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this unless you're going to mix it with a pressed powder. So in pressed powders, we have a few different options. We'll go to that. We have a few different options in pressed powder, some of which are retiring. And I'll just open one just so you can kind of see the inside of it. And these ones are more for your oily skin type. It goes to a matte finish, and I also use it for, you can use it for either your highlight or your contour, depending on which color you want to choose. So if you want to get a lighter color than your normal shade, you can use it for your highlight. I have seen a lot of people get it in a darker shade and use it for their contour, or you can just use it for your foundation coverage. So the pressed powder is fantastic. It has so many options that can help or do, many, many different things.
Yeah, super versatile and cost effective too.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. And then one of my favorite is our liquid foundation. Now this is probably next to the spray, because we run out of it like immediately when it goes on stock. It is probably our most popular. It has Juvenescence in it, which is an anti-aging, and it can be used for all skin types. Again, not necessarily the best for the oily skin type, but it can be used, and it is better than the BB cream for the oily skin type. It is, again, a matte finish, but it has a lot. It helps improve the firmness and elasticity in your skin. It is also gluten-free, soy-free, paraben-free, BPA-free. None of our makeup is tested on animals. So this one is fantastic. And like I said, probably our most popular in terms of foundation next to the spray.
Yeah, I was actually just helping a friend yesterday, and I have the allergy sheet, which is available on my business page, my Facebook business page. And we looked over it, and there are two makeups, the pressed powder and the liquid, mineral liquid, that are hypoallergenic, and they're completely, like if you're used to a different brand that starts with a C and is available at Macy's, if you're used to something like that, that would be a good bet for you for foundation.
Your internet's a little spotty. I don't know if it's you or me.
Oh dear. I look okay in my own phone. But I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Frozen.
I'm frozen? I can see everything you're doing. I wish we had like one other viewer watching so that we knew. Hey, Erin, do you have Facebook? Can you go on your phone and see if our live feed is working? Because there's nobody else watching.
One of us is having issues.
I don't think
I've got
either
my computer up behind me. Hold on.
Okay.
We're good?
I don't know. Go to Christy Young Beauty on my Facebook. Okay, my husband doesn't know how to access my business page. That's because he's not on social media.
We'll give him that.
And I super respect that. A lot of people aren't, and that's actually in this day and age probably an okay idea.
Right?
So that's okay. Internet issues aside, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, everything's going now. I was trying to refresh it, but I can't see it on my computer.
I could see me and I could see you all the time.
I can see you now.
Oh, good. Okay.
We're
Aaron
doing good.
says we're doing fine. He found us.
Yay! And yes, you can find us.
That's kind of the little joy of live videos, is that you get little quirks, like little Easter egg entertaining moments like that.
Little fun things.
So just that's our Easter egg to anybody who watches in the future. You're welcome for that entertainment.
That was enjoyable.
So
are you gonna split your face?
I am going to split my face. I'm going to do half and half.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do half and half too. Where's my?
So I have the two fullest coverage makeups, and my skin type is oily. I do have the stick, and I know it's usually for dry, but I've had pretty good success with it. So my skin type is oily. And as you can see, full coverage is a very appropriate option for me. Okay, I'm going to start with one half of my face, and you can start with one half of your face after I do my, we'll take turns.
Okay. So
okay. It's important to make sure that your face is clean, so you're not leaving germs on your stick. Sometimes I use my finger, but that's not any cleaner, honestly, than anything. So I'm going to apply it as if I'm doing full coverage. We'll use my little eyebrow line there as a line. Everybody who's watched my live videos knows all about my hereditary eyebrow line. Cole, you're wiggling my camera. My son is doing a funny dance behind my camera to see if he can get me to break face. But I am extremely adept at ignoring 13-year-old boys. So
it's his fault you're cutting out.
Maybe. I don't know. Am I still cutting out? Okay. So that side, that side. I could build it up if I wanted, but that's the base with no concealer. What do you got?
Perfect. I'm going to do the liquid. So first thing to note is it's a dropper inside. So when you dropper, put your lid back on and shake it up because it does separate. So make sure
Okay.
that's kind of key. So I'm going to fill up my dropper again. Okay, so options for putting it on your face. You can put it on your brush. I just put it on my face directly. Now let's just do half. Let's focus. The other thing, you had mentioned using your fingertips. You're frozen again. I know a lot of people use the blending bud too, so it's completely whatever your choice is. I do recommend if you use your blending bud to spray it with setting spray first, just damp or get it wet damp before you blend it. To make it not just stick. Okay, go ask Sissy. And then with my brush, I just dab it. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have a meltdown. Hold on, kids. Baby meltdown.
You know what?
Okay, so the biggest place
real
that I
life.
noticed. I lost you again. The coverage is in my eyes. That's the biggest place that I noticed this coverage with this foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if I had a friend of mine use her brush and she was rubbing it and then she was getting lines with her foundation. So again, it's really important to note that you need to dab it. Isn't there some sort of dance for that too?
There's a dance. Yeah, there sure is. That would be
so again, like Christy said, so that is it without any extra powder, without any concealer. You can see it again, like I said, in my eye coverage. Oh, I'm back. Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. To me, you never left. You got a little bit
leaving as a guest.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with our internet, Christy.
I think that it probably takes a giant amount of bandwidth. My husband decided to pause his TV show so that we could actually do this in case it was me.
Get off your Wi-Fi. Just go to just your phone.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you. There I am. That was a bad choice. You don't get off the Wi-Fi anymore. No bueno.
I lost you.
I'm here. Are you here?
I'm here. I don't know which one of us is really losing it.
You told me to get off my Wi-Fi, so it kicked me off.
Got really bad?
It was. I have a very reputable company too, which is right?
I know. Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I pay a lot for that luxury.
I pay a lot for that stupid luxury too.
Yeah. So we neither one of us should be having these issues.
No, we should not. With the amount of money I pay.
Yeah.
These are my two favorite brushes. So this is the Kabuki brush. It's my absolute favorite. This one is the powder concealer brush. I use this one with my pressed powder. Completely your preference, but these are just two of my favorites that we have. We do also have a liquid foundation brush. It's just not one of my favorites. So if anyone has any questions on tools to use, we do have the blending buds too, but I don't use ours. I just use the one that I have. So if you have any questions on tools, definitely let one of us know as well.
So I have the equivalent to your powder foundation brush, your smaller one, and that's what I applied my stick with. And then I'll be using the Kabuki on the spray. So
perfect.
I have a previous video. It's like my very first live nerdy video. So I have a previous video where I reviewed all the kinds of brushes.
Oh, that is kind of nerdy.
Well, I didn't have the makeup yet, so I did my brushes.
Oh, that's cute.
And I went through, I started makeup in a tackle box, and I gave everybody a tour of my tackle box.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a thing. They said to be
It's a thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I have this spray foundation. It is an aerosol can. And so we're just gonna shake it up really good. And you'd be surprised. I mean, that doesn't look like much, but watch this. Ta-da! And honestly, that might just do my whole half a face.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I usually use 2 brushes full on like a whole face, so. And then I do little sweeping motions and then dabbing where necessary to avoid the lines. If I have a shiny spot, I'll dab definitely. If I have an area that I want darker coverage, I'll dab. And so you can see that coverage is a lot fuller on that side. Then this side, you can still see a few of the blemishes here, but that side, far less. And pretty even. I could probably contour enough on a little bit more on that side, but I prefer the spray if I'm gonna do like sports games or teacher life. That's my friend.
That's when we went to the lake last weekend and we were out on jet skis and just getting drenched. And when I got home that night and washed my face, I couldn't believe how much makeup was still left when I washed it. And I was like, wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah. No,
It's
for real.
definitely,
I fell off a paddleboard and went swimming and still had it on.
yeah, it's crazy. All right, I'm gonna do my pressed powder. This one is Camlet. Again, we have a bunch of different colors. It does come with the poofy brush that you can use, but I like this brush. And so I usually only use my powder as my highlight. So I don't use it for just coverage, but it does give really full coverage. I'm gonna use the end of this one.
And again, you're wearing the 2 really hypoallergenic makeups.
Mm-hmm. So if you have sensitive skin, these are definitely the ones to look into.
Yeah, the liquid mineral, like I said, I sold that yesterday to a gal that normally uses a different brand. Again, starts with a C, available at Macy's. And yeah, she bought the Touch Mineral Liquid.
Yeah. Perfect. And so, and it just goes, it just goes on a powder, and the liquid goes on liquid, but it dries to that same powder. And so they're pretty close. I mean, like you said, even the same as yours, they're pretty close in what they look like. Because I'm kind of terrible at making sure I get my neck.
Everybody has a personal preference, but when I was looking at my colors, which we're going to move on to next, but when I was looking at my colors, on my stick and my spray, I actually got them both organza, which is what I felt like was my best match. The stick is a little bit darker than the spray, and I would rather have my face a little bit lighter and then build it up if I need to than be too dark. Everybody's different. Some people would rather tone it down, which you can do with the pressed powder, but just so you know, when you choose your stuff, I would actually almost go a shade lighter in the stick and choose your true color for the spray.
There's about 2 shades different between the 2.
Yeah.
The stick needs to be about 2 shades darker than your other options.
Yep. So, hey, I did that, except that I didn't because it's the same organza. Now I know. But after I bought the stick, and that's okay because it's summer and it's like my summer color. You can see this side's just a little bit paler. After I bought the stick and I saw it was a little bit dark, I felt comfortable buying my true color in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a thing.
It's a thing.
It is. Okay, so when we talk about how to choose your color, let's see if this works because I actually haven't tested the angle. So Ashley, you're gonna have to give me verbal feedback. But I'm going to face the window here, turn this around to face the window. And I'm gonna demonstrate on my daughter's iPad the kind of picture that we need from people. Okay, that is a beautiful picture of the doorbell. There's the window.
There you go. Yep.
Okay. I'm going to demonstrate on my daughter's iPad the kind of picture that we need. So I'm here in the window, and it's a window, so it's kind of weird. But where did she put her camera? I don't know how she organized her iPad. It's got like 4 screens though. So hold on. Oh yeah, I found it. What happened? Okay, so I'm here at the window. I'm gonna turn my camera around, and I'm not going to take a picture of my son. Go away. So you can only see my outline because it's taking up most of it, but I'm holding up my thing. I've got a pretty good picture. Jeez. Oh, that's not good. Okay, there we go. And I'm holding the camera just a little bit above nose level so I get a good square picture. I did not make any crazy faces. Oh, that's a bad face though. We won't use there. That one's better. Okay. That was bad. Don't do that. Okay. So now I have that in the camera, and let me turn my camera around. Okay. So I'm going to my website, and when I go to do this, I'm going to go to makeup, face, foundation. Okay. And it's going to take me to that. And I'll go to the product that I like here, and there's a little button that says try it on. And we say that yes, we allow the camera access. Yes. Go away. Love you, buddy. Go away. So we're gonna go to my photos. That's my daughter. Okay. Done. Okay. Sideways. Oh, here we go. Okay. So I've got my picture. See, it looks like it's in natural light. There's my son in the background. That's so cool. We're gonna scan that. If there's anything wrong with your picture, the website. Ow. Erin, can you please call Jessie and tell her to stop calling me? My sister keeps calling me, so it's pausing my feed. So anyway, it'll tell you what it thinks your specs are, and then you can click try on products, and there's this cool button in the middle right here, and on the right side, that's where your try on is. So tool, you can see that's clearly too. Hi, sweet boy. That's lace. That's probably a little bit better, and that's the spray foundation. I actually got the organza because I like that even better. That's what I got. As you can see, it's actually a pretty good match. The cool thing is you can click all products and you can try everything from eyeliner, foundation, like what would I look like with blue eyeliner? There it is. Oh, that's what I would look like if I put on pink eyeshadow, or what Faith looks like. Go away. Buddy, you are a teenage boy. You are not interested in makeup. Thank you. So as you can see, I can build my look. If I wanted new eyebrows, I could do that, but I'm not going to do that to everybody here. That'd be kind of crazy. So the cool thing is I have now tried on eyeshadow, eyeliner, eyelashes, and foundation, and then I can just add all of those to my cart, and it would build a bag for me. So I can do that. Or, hi, Kaden. I can do that on the phone. Anybody can do that on the phone by visiting the website. Or if you want me to build you a look, that's the process that I go through, and that's the kind of selfie I need.
Hi. I'm losing you. I don't know if it's me or you, or but I'm not hearing anything. I don't know if we should stop our feed and see who's cutting out what we're getting.
I see that I have one other viewer. Stephanie, can you just let us know via text If you're watching, can you see both of us? Oh, Steph says she can hear us. So I think it's just you. Just pretend like nothing's weird. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Great.
So
Well,
this is real life, folks. We are moms and we have priorities, and that's that. So again, just to review, we talked about the BB cream. It's for normal to dry skin. It's actually really popular with more mature skin. And then the Touch Liquid Mineral Foundation. Again, it's really versatile. It's very hypoallergenic, medium coverage. And the foundation stick is full coverage to normal coverage, and you get kind of a dewy, velvety look. Whereas the spray foundation, you get kind of a matte look. And then the pressed powder is so versatile because you can use it for contouring or finishing or just a light coverage. So yeah, I promised a special deal for people who were watching, and anybody who does watch this. So if they watched it and this is at the end, they'll know about the deal. We have a couple options. We have a couple options. Right now we have a build your own bundle. So I went online and I figured out that primer, setting spray, concealer, and a foundation. So a bundle of those four, just the basic face, is going to run $108, which is great because that's 20% off. It would have been like 100, almost 130. So that's a really good promo. And then we also have a kit. And the kit is a great opportunity. Steph, I see your question. First kit, then question. There we go. So the kit is a great opportunity, and the kit comes with a ton of stuff. It's on my business page. It's over $400 worth of products. It's everything you need except the foundation. But wait, there's more. You get a product credit. You get a product credit, and it's actually equal to about $50. So if you wanted to go turn around and then buy the foundation, you'd have that. So the kit is great. There's 3 opportunities with the kit. You can be a kit napper, and you can buy it and take it home and don't do anything with it. Or you could have like a little hobby, like a commission off of your own sales or your friends and family, and kind of have it be a hobby. Or you could just like dive in and go get in business, make it a career. Just so you know, that doesn't happen in the first month. So it's a lot of work, and it takes time. But ladies have done it. So. Okay, questions. What's the lightest but not a powder? That would be the BB Flawless Complexion Enhancer is the lightest coverage that is not a powder. And it's got more of a dewy finish. The next lightest is the Touch Liquid Foundation, and that's got more of a matte powdery finish. So it's whatever you want your skin to feel like after. If you like more of a dewy look and you've got more dry skin, go with the BB cream. But if you actually really want a matte finish, try the Touch Liquid. And both, you can build up the coverage or wear it as light as you'd like to. All right, Ashley, did you cover that?
Like the BB and the organza, or the the concealer. Organza's the color. They can be a really good. It's a light coverage, but it's a good build up for especially those of us that have the mom eye going on. So.
Yeah, and this is never going away. Do not take this as a testimony to makeup or anything else. This is genetic. All the beautiful women in my family have that. And I'm so blessed. I'm the youngest one to have it right now, and all my family has gone through. They've gone through Botox. They've tried lips, like everybody else has spent the money, and I know it doesn't work, so I'm just gonna live with it.
Just be fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's just gonna rock it. So,
and if you want something specific, like Christy said, we do have the option of build your own bundle. So if you have something that you need specifically, or you're having issues or concerns with, we can work with you to make your own bundle at a certain discount. So if you want to message one of us and just let us know, this is my issue, what do you recommend? We can build you a bundle outside of the one that Christy put together. So just let us know concerns.
Yep, super flexible. So,
Yes.
but if you need a full makeup set, I would recommend the kit because it's $99 and you get it all.
You get it all.
All of it. So, unless you want very specific things, in which case, yeah, you can always build your face. I think after everything that I've done, and I've accrued a lot of makeup, I actually still walked away having spent less than one trip to Estee Lauder.
Yay.
And I got 20% less than my own purchases.
That's right.
So there's value there.
There is. Yeah, so when for those of you that might want the kit and are just looking to get the kit to be able to buy your own makeup, that is huge. And you can move up in those commissions as well. And so even if you're just buying for yourself, keep that in mind that those prices might seem high, but you get a lower discount. It comes back to you. It's a 3-hour turnaround on that getting that commission back. So it's really quick.
Yep.
Perfect.
All right. Thank you for your questions. And for all you watching the videos, just feel free to type in the comments or message one of us later. We're both presenters for Younique. We're actually both on the same team, so we lift each other up. And feel free to reach out to either one of us. So,
sorry for the delay.
Like I said, there's little live video Easter eggs that are kind of entertaining. So.
Oh, gosh, we have a few of them. But we made it.
We did. Yay!
Let's go.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
All right.